be exploring Hungarian Major, a really cool major scale. It's not even a mode of melodic minor or harmonic minor or the major scale. It's in its own modal universe of modes. So, how do we construct it? First, starting from C major, we sharp the 4, which gives us C Lydian. Then we flatten the 7, which gives us C Lydian dominant. Then, here's the pièce de résistance, we sharp the 2, which gives us C Hungarian Major. Here's what it sounds like. Really interesting and spicy mode. The first thing that really struck me with this mode is the fact that it has a sharp 2 and a sharp 4. That means the usual sus2 and sus4 chords that we find in C major now become C sus sharp 2, which is an harmonically equivalent to C minor, but it's still a sharp 2 chord, and C sus sharp 4, which is a really ethereal chord. I really love the sound of it. So in normal C major, that sus 2 chord has some tension and wants to resolve back to C major. It's the same thing with the sus sharp 2. Wants to resolve back to C major. So I composed a first bit like the intro of the song using those 2 sus chords and the tension that is inherently present in the suspended nature of those chords. In C major we get we sharp that 2, 4, and flat the 7, we're in Hungarian major. Here's what that passage sounds like. I think changing those notes really gives a lot more flavor to that passage. In pure C Ionian major, it sounds very floaty and very nice and soft. But in Hungarian major, there's an edge to it that's really interesting without going too far into like some edgy minor mode. Now for the second passage, I wanted to exploit the fact that we have a major 1 chord and a major sharp 2 chord. So I wanted to write a passage using those 2 chords, which sound very flavorful when put together. I don't know you, are you lonely? Now, here's what that passage sounds like in pure C Ionian major. I don't know you. Sounds very happy, like we're strolling in a field of flowers, and that resolution is so sweet and nice and final, like when we land on that C major chord at the end, we're very satisfied and we're home. Now here's what that passage sounds like if we sharp the 2, sharp the 4, and flatten the 7 and go into Hungarian major. I don't know you. Are you happy? I don't know you. Are you lonely now that life has thrown you down that drain? It's a completely other mood. It changes even the meaning of the lyrics. Are you lonely? Are you happy? Those questions sound like they're already answered when you're in the major. It's like, no, I'm not lonely. I'm with you. Yes, I'm happy. We're like strolling through a field of flowers. But in Hungarian major, those questions feel a bit more ambiguous. It's like we're really probing a bit deeper. But I find that the resolution is a bit too ambiguous, and in the transition from the main vamp into the ending, it's a bit rough. That harmony hits that F sharp, sharp 4, and sounds okay, but to my ear, it doesn't quite gel. So let's use modal modulation to smooth things out. So in that last bar before the transition to the end bit, let's switch to Mixolydian, as in we use the natural 2 and natural 4. And instead of playing that sharp 2 major chord, let's play that nice Mixolydian minor 5 chord. And that harmony now, instead of singing an F sharp, we'll sing an F, which is a lot more consonant with the rest of the harmony in that passage. Here's what that bar sounded like in Hungarian major. Are you lonely now? And now, if we naturalize the 2 and the 4 and go into C Mixolydian, here's what it sounds like. Are you lonely now? Ooh, it's a lot smoother. And for the ending, how about switching to C Ionian major? Pure C major. That resolution in C major is so nice and sweet. It might be too sweet when we're in pure C major, but now with the contrast of C Hungarian major, going back to C major at the end to sort of resolve it in a sweet way, saying, you know what, there was some tension before, but I think it's going to be okay. Now here is the full song that is almost all in C Hungarian major, except for that bar of transition that dips into Mixolydian to smooth things out, and the ending to resolve it in a more sweet and satisfying, less ambiguous way. Hungarian Major might be the weirdest mode I've explored up until now, except maybe for Gacrian, which I use in my Unlocking All the Modes video. And we get such monstrosities as this one, called Gacrian. So if we start from the C major scale, and we sharp that 2, we sharp that 3, we sharp that 4, we sharp that 5, and we're not done. We double sharp that 3, and we double sharp that 4. Now we're in Gacrian. What a weird scale. I cannot recall when I've seen your face, your sin. I don't wanna see you, don't wanna see that love is gone. It's a bit difficult to get into, but once you really wrap your head around it, I think it's really well worth the exploration. See you in the next one.